Hello everyone. I'm about to do the final project of day 4. I'm technically doing like day 6 right now, but I'm actually on day 4. But I'm going to do this project, which is a rock, paper, scissors project. So here are the instructions. Make a rock, paper, scissors game. Inside the main.py file, you'll find the ASCII art for the hand signals already saved to a corresponding variable, rock, paper, and scissors. So this is what they mean. And yep, this will make it easy to print them out to the console. So basically, instead of saying like rock, paper, or scissors, we're just going to show the signals, which is easy to do. So start the game by asking the player, what do you choose? Type 0 for rock, 1 for paper, or 2 for scissors. From there, you will need to figure out how you will store the user's input, how you will generate a random choice for the computer, how you will compare the users and the computer's choice to determine the winner or a draw, and also how you will give feedback to the player. And you can find the official rules of the game. I know the rules. Everybody knows. We don't need that. So, let's just, instead of asking the player or anything like that, let's just do the logic first. So, we got like one player doing this, right? So, when we have one player, they will either win, lose, or draw, and the computer is the other one. So let's say is winning equals false by now, and like this. So let me think about how I would do this. Let's say I will actually need an input, but let me say player 1. Let's say player 1, not like this, player 1 weapon equals, at this point I'm just gonna default to maybe rock. And now let's just do if play, I need a player 2 weapon too. So let me just do player 2 weapon equals rock again. And I'm gonna say if I'm trying to be as modular as possible and just stay away from functional programming, so I'm going to say if weapon 1 equals rock, and in this case, at this one we don't know what weapon 1 is, but I'm gonna do weapon 1. Actually, it's a better name like that. Weapon 1 equals, I'm gonna say none, and weapon 2 equals none. And the way the reason I'm doing this way, because I know that in the future we're gonna be like doing this program in a way that it's playable by two players, not just one player and the computer. So I'm just gonna make it easy for ourselves in the future. So I'm gonna do like weapon 1 and weapon 2 instead of player 1 weapon and player 2 weapon. So weapon 1 is rock in this case. So I'm going to do another if statement, and I'm going to say if weapon 2 equals rock, and here I'm just going to do pass for now. For everything I'm just going to do pass, and I'm going to say elif weapon 2 equals paper, and I'm gonna pass, and this time I'm gonna do elif weapon 2 equals scissors, and pass again. So now I've taken care of rock, so I'm going to need another elif here. I'm going to say elif weapon 1 equals paper, if weapon 2 rock paper scissors, right? Elif weapon 2 goes scissors. Okay, so I'm just gonna do pass, and I need another elif here. Weapon 1 goes paper scissors, pass, no, not pass at this point. I'm gonna do weapon 2 goes paper, now pass. Now elif weapon 2 goes, actually this was supposed to be rock, and this one is paper. So pass again, and elif weapon 2. I'm doing this I'm avoiding using else, because else is kind of a catch-all, and if something happens unexpectedly, it's kind of hard to debug it, because the else is like a great, like a really great goalkeeper, like Buffon, for example, and you don't know when you were supposed to like get scored on, and the else is like catching all the goals, and it's kind of hard to debug it later if something happens. So I'm avoiding using else. You know, if the input is not one of these things, I want nothing to be displayed. So now I have basically taken care of the logic, and I just need to print whatever I was supposed to print. And this is a project, it's not an exercise, so I can just print whatever I want. So I'm just gonna say print this one is winning, should be player 1 underscore winning, and or just maybe just win, and player 2 when equals also false. So and if this is just all of them is false, so I'm gonna do like here and say if player, if basically not player, can I do this? I guess not in Python. I say if not player 1 win and not player 2 win, let's say, let me do like this one is draw, let's say game drawn equals false at this point. And say if this, I'm gonna do game drawn equals true. Now if neither wins, then the game is a draw. So yeah, instead of printing anything, I'm gonna do like player 1 win equals actually I don't do anything here. You know, if the weapons are the same, I don't change these statements. So I don't change these statements because, you know, it will take care, it will be taken care of in here. So I don't do anything over there. Rock and paper. Now this one, player 2 wins. So let's say player 2 win equals true. Now this one scissors, so I'm gonna do player 1 win equals true, and here paper and rock, so it will be like paper beats rock, so player 1 wins equals true. And here paper and paper, I don't do anything here. And here I have scissors and paper, and scissors beat paper. So here player 2 wins. Yeah. Scissors and rock, so rock beats scissors. Player 2 win equals true. Paper and scissors, so player 1 wins this time. Player 1 win equals true. And here scissors and scissors, I don't do anything. So here is when I do the final, you know, I show the result here. So let's just say show the results. And what about this one? So I have a paper, I have a scissors, and I have rock. So let's say let's say if if player 1 win, print. Now player 1 chose, I'm gonna say player 1 chose, and here I'm going to write player 1 weapon. And here I'm going to copy this again and place it over here, and I'm going to say player 2 weapon this time. Say player 2 chose this, and I'm going to say print player 1 wins, and I'm going to say elif player 2 when let's say print basically copy paste both of these, and here let's say player 2 wins. And I'm on the else part, I'm gonna do basically copy all of this, but here let's say the game is a draw, and let me plug in my charger here. So now I know that our program is close to being complete, but I think, oh yeah, here I'm not taking any input from the user, and here I'm just saying, you know, rock these things. How do I connect the input to this thing? How do I relate them? So okay, so here I'm gonna do an input. Let's say inputs player 1, choose your weapon. And what was the instructions here? Type 0 for rock, 1 for paper, 2 for scissors. And here and I am going to basically do like this, or maybe just do it on a new line. I think it will go on a new line. No, it won't. So go on a new line, please. New line. Okay, and here same thing goes for player 2. And here this is a string, but I am going to do like an if statement here, or not. Maybe I will just do it down here. So I'm going to say if player 1 weapon this needs to be an int 2, but actually I don't have to do an int on it. I can just say, 0 for rock. I don't know. I'll do it anyway. So player 1 was this, then weapon 1 equals 0 for rock, right? So it's a rock. And if player 1 weapon was equal to 1, then 1 equals to rock, paper, scissors. So let's say paper, and then we'll say else weapon 1 equals paper, scissors. And same thing goes for player 2. Let me basically I have to turn everyone into a 2. 2, 2. Yep. Now I think we have a game. And I am not playing with a computer, I'm playing with another player. So I'm not sure if let me do something. Let me just choose. We do like a print statement here and ask, do you press 1 if you want to play with the computer, or 2 if you want to play with another human. And here I'm going to say answer equals int input, and I'm going to give like an answer here, and then copy this and paste it over here. And now I have to make sure that this will only execute if the output here, if the answer here is a 2. So we get like another if statement. Let's say if answer equals 1, this thing I have to come up with like an answer here. Let's say player 1, opposite player 2, player 2 weapon equals random dot rand int from 0 up to 2. Let's say else this And now the order is slightly wrong because now we are asking player 1. I can just add it over here. And if it's not, I'm gonna say over here. So this will execute no matter what. So, but it's like, maybe it actually does make sense. Let's say here, let's say player. Say playing with bot equals true. And here where I am showing the answers, here I'm going to do an if statement and say if playing with bots, and I'm going to indent the whole thing. Say if not playing with bot, if not playing with bot. Otherwise, basically the same thing. I'm just going to, instead of saying player 1 wins, I'm just going to say you win or you lose, something like that. So here player 1 is the human, so I'm going to say you win. And here I'm going to say computer chose. Computer chose. I'm going to say I chose. Yeah, because here I is the computer. Say I chose this, and here you win. And then here, instead of saying you chose, and here it's going to say computer chose. I chose. And here say I win, not I wins. That would be kind of cute, but let's say I win. And here let's say you chose, and here I'm gonna say I chose. The game is a draw. I wonder where I went wrong in this. Here I'm missing a space. Let's see. So just press 1 if you want to play with a computer, or 2 if you want to play with another human being. I want to play computer. So say player 1, choose your weapon, type 0 for rock, 1 for paper, and 2 for scissors. So I always been a rock fan when playing the rock paper scissors game. So I'm gonna say 0, and kind of expected this. So what is going on? This is like, oh, why are you like this, Python? Come on, man. This is just concatenate them. Just concatenate them, bro. Just concatenate it. Okay. I want to play with a computer, and just concatenate it. 0. It can't. I have to use the power. So here, the force. So how do we use the force? We go here, add a bunch of curly brackets, and we get rid of this or this. Do this. It's a bit of work. Yep. Come on. Can I do this? Yes, thank you. Thank you. Yep. And just hoping that after this gets on, because Python doesn't, do concatenation between a string or an int. But why did we get this error anyway? Isn't this a string player to weapon? Oh, I see. This is not what we should be doing. This should be just I have scissors, I have paper, and I have rock. And I am not using them. Yep. I messed up. Now I have to figure out how do I add this actually to my project. Maybe it's a little bit, maybe instead of strings I have to just use variable here. Say like rock. Yeah. Now I'm actually using meaningful variables. I knew something was up with this. Scissors. It's just a string. It's just a string. Now, oh my god, I have to do it like everything. Finally, this. What is this? Non-got bool instead. The true value of the bool type assignments true are illegal and raises syntax errors. What? Assignments to true are illegal and raise a syntax error. That can't be right. It says expected type none got bool instead. I mean, I don't trust it. If you can't assign to true. Oh, yeah. No. I don't know how to say what I can do. It's doing this for everything. It's doing it for everything. So let's see what we did from the start. So here we have a bunch of things, and here say we are asking for an answer. It's at the end, and then we check, and here we do the checking. So we come down here, everything is false, and weapon 1 and 2 are right now none. But maybe I should just change them to something else, like rock and rock at this point. And those things go away. Yep, they do. I'll change them back and see if anything happens. Let me just remind myself over here. Change rock back to none after you are done. Because I might actually learn something over here. So here it says, you know, this too many black lines. Okay. This thing can be undefined. Always, it's a bad idea to do it like this. So I'm gonna say false here. So it's never, yeah, because if this was false, maybe this wouldn't, would this raise an error? If this was undefined, would this have raised an error anywhere? I don't know. Let me remind myself over here. Say delete this when you are done and check for not playing with bots. So let me just run this. So I want to play with computer, so I'm just gonna say 1. Say choose your weapon, 0 for, let's say 0. And another error. Oh, same thing over here. What is player to weapon? I'm just getting this error here. It's crazy. Just print this. Python. It's annoying. I guess I have to do this too. I still don't understand why I need to do this, just so you know, Because to me they are both strings at this point, so I don't understand why I need to, like, I can't use a plus. You just concatenate them. Why can't you just concatenate? And probably I'm missing like F everywhere too. Let's just, can I like, yep. Not here, not here, not here, not here, here and here, here and here, F. So what is this? It's a string, thank God. I don't understand. So I say 1, 0, play 1, choose 0, play, I chose 0, you win. What? Come on. I didn't convert anywhere? So what is Playable weapon? Oh, our problem. Our problem. I am not addressing this. Instead of saying player 1 weapon, I need to say weapon 1. And here needs to be weapon 2. And here it needs to be, this is a consequence of bad variable names in your program. Nothing like bad variable names. Nothing. Weapon 2. One. Weapon 2. This video I think is my longest video ever. Yep, weapon 1 and weapon 2. Weapon 1 and weapon 2. Where are you, weapon 2? Yep. Let's do it. 1, 0. Wow, we got something. It says play 1 chose Brock, which I did. It says I chose scissors and you win. Okay, let's do it again. Say 1 and I'm gonna say, instead of rock, I'm gonna choose rock again. No, let's do scissors, like 2. It says you chose this, scissors, computer chose scissors again, and the game is a draw. So again, 1, let's say paper or 1. I chose scissors the last time, and I'm gonna choose paper now. It says now you chose this, which is paper, and say I chose scissors. Why is the computer always choosing the scissors? Now I'm curious. Why are you always choosing? Say 1. Let's say 1. Again, it chooses keeps choosing this scissors thing. Why? Are you not doing this? So what is the player 2 weapon? Hmm. Oh, here. The stupid else statement, as I mentioned before, is doing this all the time. And this should not be a string, it should be, and this one too. I'll fix that in a second. I knew it didn't make sense to do it that way. Now I'm going to basically do this. Here to say and another one here. Now one, I want to play with a computer. 0 for rock. Again, it chooses scissors, but I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. Again, let's say 0 again. Keeps choosing scissors. This thing is a problem. 1, come on, don't choose scissors again. Thank God. This time it chooses paper. Okay, another one. Let's see, 1, 0 again. Chose paper. The computer is a real fan of the scissors. So I'm gonna say this time paper, me, and rock. And it says you chose paper and I chose rock, you win. Again, let's do it. I chose scissors. Says you chose scissors. I chose scissors. Game is a draw. Stop choosing scissors, man. This is kind of annoying. Okay, rock. So now it says I win. Okay. So let's say I don't want to play with a computer. I want to play with another human being. So I choose 2. And it says type 0 for rock, 1 for paper, or 2 for scissors. Now, when I type this, it's going to ask the next question right here. And that is a problem. I think there might be there's obviously going to be many different ways to clearing the console, but I'm just going to choose something like 0 for rock and then 2 for scissors or player 2, and it says player 1 chose rock, player 2 chose scissors, and player 1 wins. Let's see if there's a way to clear the console. I have to do it somewhere here. Here I'm asking. Let's see. Is there like a console thing here? No. Can I do like How do I clear the console in Python? Let me do a quick search. At this point, I actually don't care anymore. Maybe in future videos. This video is already too long. And here I'm just going to test this. Says change rock back to none after you are done. So none. Yeah. Let's see what happens. 1 0, nothing happens. Do it again. 2 2 2, etc. So nothing happens here. I think there was another one here, so I commented out, and it says check for not playing with bot, so I have to choose another player. 2 1 1. Yep. So when it gets to this, it's a problem because this one is undefined. It doesn't know what it is. It's right here. Right here. I had a question like, if Python gets to this point and it's like, if not something that's undefined, maybe I thought that Python would just automatically skip over that, but that's not the case. As I have tested over here, that's not the case. But it doesn't get to this. I think that actually it wouldn't work at all, right? It just wouldn't work because it's an if or else. The program wouldn't run it at any point. And if I choose a bot, say 1, wait, So it didn't get to this point. So if I choose like want to play with the bot, and then say I choose scissors, and the game work. Why? Because it doesn't get to this point. I know, because then it wouldn't be undefined, because when I say 1 and say I'm playing with a bot, then it's true, it's no longer undefined. So that wouldn't be a problem. It just gets to this point and it says, this is true, so it's just going to print this. But when I'm not playing with a bot and this is undefined, then when it gets to this point, it's like, I don't know what undefined is, so it just throws an error. Okay, so let's fix it. And just before ending the video, let me do something. I go to the terminal and just upload this code and say git add, because some of you might not be familiar. I don't claim to know Git, but I know enough to just publish this code just over under repo, and I say git add everything, and then I say git commit -m. Let's say add 4th day project which is what was it? Rock, paper, scissors, right? So rock, paper, scissors, and I'm just gonna delete the project part and say add fourth day. Right. And it's done, not completely done, just on my computer. Now I have to publish it over, not publish, just push it. Yep, just push this code over on GitHub. It says pushing. Well, this is how the repo looks like right now. And apparently it's a lot of code. Actually, I shouldn't have pushed the entire thing. I might have made a mistake, but it doesn't matter. This is the entire repo, and not the repo, the replets from Angela Udemy's course. So it says push one commit to origin master. Okay, so we are done. That was quite the project, and I'm going to immediately start the next day, even though it's like 1:25 a.m. I don't feel like sleeping. I'm already like behind schedule. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.